On today's video, we will be fixing a shaking whirlpool washing machine. I have a question for you. Is your washer shaking like this?
Yeah, very spooky, right? Kind of make you scratch your head and become confused, or even start banging the machine and, kicking it due to confusion.
Well, no need to worry. God bless Electrician is here to help you with this one. So we all love that nice top loader washing machine where it spins so powerful and nice, and it gives you that wonderful look on your clothes when you finish, but these things do fail as they're not built to last forever. Now to fix it, we gotta go back to tech school a bit. And what you see on your screen there are what we call suspension rods. Now, that thing that looks like a hook, a top loader washing machine basically has 4 of them that hooks onto the frame of the washing machine. That is supported by the 8 things you see below those hook-like things. They basically support, the basket of the washing machine. So as that washing machine turns, these things kind of vibrate and moves and support the basket, kind of like the suspension of a car, and it goes up and down and, nice and good movements to actually have that washing machine stabilized so it doesn't vibrate down the place and, cause a lot of problems and get you scared.
Now, over time, that suspension rod can get weak and just break, leaving that washing machine tumbling for joy all over the place, really, really, really bad. So today we'll be driving to a customer and to see what happened. They have the same symptoms with that suspension rod, and we are on our way to fix it today. In the same breath, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a beat. At this point in time, it's straight to the video.
Alright, so we're here. So basically, this is a suspension rod. You have 4 of them inside of this washing machine here. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. I've already dismantled the machine and stuff. So what happened from time to time, these parts get worn out. You have some moving parts inside here. So let's see how I'm moving it. It's not supposed to be moving so freely. As well as it could be other problems inside here as well. It could have caused a, heavy vibration, but I'm a technician that actually narrows down things to the last thing that's really wrong. So the final culprit is this, and you have 4 of them at each corner, one here, and one around there. So I'm gonna lift it up to actually show you guys what it's like. And we already have the new part for it. This here, as you can see, the same, we have the part number from Whirlpool. So we're ready to fix this as well. So I'm just gonna show you real quick. I'm actually holding the camera in one hand, so I'm gonna show you guys real quick what happens. Alright, so we're gonna lift the cover off. Wait a second here. Alright, so like I show you guys, you got 4 of them. I did remove one, the one that I have in my hand. This is the one I removed. So this is actually the ball joint. And yes, it's a ball joint just like in a car. And these are suspension rod just like in a car too. You'd have called them strut or shocks. These modern Whirlpool machine uses them. So you have 4, one here, one right here, and that one right here, over the corner there, some over the corner there. Yeah, you can't really see these underneath here. So basically, we're gonna have these removed and put in the 4 new one. And this washing machine should be, spinning quite comfortable and ready for the washing cycle again. So we're dismantling all the circuit board and stuff to actually get to, we have removed these 2 already, right here. To get to these 2 around here properly, I gotta remove the whole control panel, the circuit board, and of course the inlet hose and everything that feeds the water inlet. These are the valves. So we're gonna have all of these, taken off, actually get it done. So here we go. Alright, so now we have removed the top control panel. So now we have these 2 suspension rods to remove that are still attached to the ball joint. It's So we're gonna have them removed. So in doing so, we do something like this because I have the camera in one hand. So you're actually gonna bring it up. You're gonna raise the basket up, this basket here, and then you're gonna push it up and you're gonna turn. And for this hook here to actually come out through this groove. Once you do that, then that suspension rod should slide right out. You can put it out from the bottom of the tub, from the holder, from the mount holder from it. Alright, so that's how you're gonna do it. So we're gonna do that right now. Alright, so what we did, we actually took the machine on its side. And once you remove it from the ball joint at the top, as you can see, trying to get the camera to focus here. You can see that hook is free from the ball joint. All we do is remove it from this holder here, and you take your time and you slide it right out, just like that. And that's how you do all of them. Alright, at this time, all 4 suspension rods are installed. As you can see, a lot of grease in my hands here. Alright, so what I want to show you guys as well, I've also swapped out the ball joint, installed some new ones. If you realize the ones that are there are the factory ones actually, that actually rotate in the grease and everything. Now we got the ones where you put some cups in, like a holder in there to actually hold it in place, because over time, let me show you real quick. So over time, these things can wear out over time too. So it's always good, since you're already dealing with a suspension rod, to actually have some new, ball joint fit in there, because you don't want to have more than one, right? We are a one problem technician. So as you can see, we're going to give it a test here. As you can see, that thing is very, very stable. You ain't going to have it violently shaking down the place again when this motor begins to spin. Right, we're going to show you that when we're testing it later on. So right now we're going to reassemble back right here and put on all the stuff, the circuit board, and reconnect the wires and everything, and get this thing all set up and ready to go. So we're reassembling this now, actually getting all the parts back to the original position. This is the pressure hose connected to the circuit board, the main communication, and we're reassembling that thing together. Alright, so a quick run through before we actually recover this of the circuit board and the wiring. So you have the pressure hose here. This is what actually, deals with the water level and all that kind of stuff, and communicate that to the circuit board. You got the port for the motor downstairs there, and the shifter between wash and spin. This is a communication wire for that. And then you have a communication for the inlet valves, which is this. These are, the communication, everything that goes back to this circuit board. This is the brain of your washing machine, actually. So all of these are going to communicate to it. This is a power cord, as you can see, the biggest of them all. He's the big boss. Nothing works without it. So it goes here, and it goes down, it goes on to the plug that you actually plug into the wall. And all of that. This is a jumper wire between your dial. Whenever I cover this, the dial that you spin to put it in wash, this is a communication wire for it. We're gonna have it installed on the board as well. So just a quick run through of all the wires and the different function that they have. Different washing machine have different makeup and setting, and you just gotta know your stuff to actually do it. So here we go. This is also a programming port used by Whirlpool. It is still in communication whether or not technicians can use this. So I don't think we have got that legal authority to use this port as yet. But I think we're not far from there, because we need to know to program these stuff as well. Alright, but we're on our way with it. Alright folks, so as you can see, this washing machine is now fixed. It's in the drain cycle, which is a more heavy, this is the heaviest cycle. We would have heard that loud banging, and now it's actually spinning, and you're not seeing, basically, you're not feeling no vibration. It's just spinning nice and cool. So that's what we do. That let me know that this machine is fixed. And while we're doing this, we still keep an eye on the voltage levels. As you can see, we're getting a good true RMS voltage, which is a very accurate reading for 117.4 volts, 50.1 hertz, which is a Jamaican power grid cycles. So we know that this washing machine is working quite fine, and we have a state of voltage going towards it. So here it is. It's really ramping up now. You know, that washing machine is all fixed, and that's how we do it. Take it easy.
So these old parts, if you can find use for them, these gonna go in the trash. But if you can find, if you can find use for them or something, you can use them. Do other stuff. But I don't like to use, secondhand stuff to make nothing for anybody. I like to buy brand new parts, so that stuff are really, really fixed. So that's it. These are the old ball joints, and this is the old suspension rod, and they're all damaged. You see that? That's free. That's all done. That's it.
Also, please remember that electricity is very dangerous and can and will cause death if not handled by a trained professional. These washing machines have a lot of electricity inside of it, and you don't want to attempt things by trying to do it yourself and either wreck the washing machine or kill yourself in the process. So please always consult a qualified personnel like the one you see on screen right here, or any other technician that is qualified to do the job safely and the right way. At this time, God bless, signing out.